What a time. Since the time of summer sun, since the time of moon and stars, since the time of heresy, since the time of men and things, we must run from faith to guide. Oh, I said we must move our purpose land. Purpose land. Oh, okay now I want to talk to my people. Now we are the crossroad. I'm not the more, don't be right. I'm not the more, don't be right. Oh, Palim, I got a baba. Yeah, oh, Palim, we just sing a record. Oh, Palim, I sing a record.
How many people probably okay? Hey, okay, retire. Hey, okay, retire. Hey, okay, retire. How many people probably okay? Until we reach Booyah, until we reach Booyah, I will never show the halfway. Oh, until we reach Booyah, we reach Booyah, until we reach Booyah, until we reach Booyah, we will never show the halfway. Yeah, don't leave up until last man standing. Yeah, they make me happy, my mommy, my daddy, me I live fine now. Connie and David, they do me I live fine now. $40 bill just me and I be forget. If the thing be the bahari, that's fine. If they call me back, I'm gonna pack fine. Yeah, baby, get around body. Follow me, chop money. I got to see mom say, yeah, baby, yeah, baby. I got to see mom say, yeah, baby, yeah, baby. If the thing be the bahari, that's fine. If they call me back, I'm gonna pack fine. Yeah, my brother, yeah, my body man, Damuna. Yeah, my brother, Damuna. Yeah, my body man, Damuna. You know they push me forward and they see. You know they make me happy and they see. You know they push me forward and they see. You know they make me happy and they see. Me, I want quite a thing to fluctuate. Yeah, but Marabu, no stop me shining. I see for your body. Put your hands up, make
Okay, wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the boys of Bui Warriors, the boys of Bui Warriors, demonstrating there to La République du Cameroun that they own the land. They own the land. We own the land. And when I am looking at that clip there, ladies and gentlemen, you know what I'm thinking is going on in the minds of the enemy out there. A lot of people who come around, genocidal soldiers out there. I think they are thinking, look at the terrorists there. Look at how can they dare celebrate? Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. It's a pleasure to be back here with you. We are going to have a very, very exciting moment, a very, very exciting moment. I hope that you all had a wonderful, wonderful celebration of our National Day out there in Ambazonia and everywhere you find yourself as an Ambazonia. It was wonderful what I saw out there in every county, in every local government. Our boys came out strong. The people came out strong. The refugees in ground one, they came out strong. It was marvelous. I never thought anything like that was going to happen because I know that before this, some LGAs in some counties were put under siege. They were put under siege by La République du Cameroun. But our boys, our people came out and they fired everything that La République du Cameroun put out there to stop them from going out to celebrate our own Independence Day. We're going to be talking about that, and I'm going to be having Bishop John Egiawan, the Secretary of Defense for the Federal Government of Ambazonia, joining me here on the set to give us a little bit more, much more about what went on ground zero. And also, very, very important, I'm going to be talking about the school resumption, subject that has been the topic of the hour, both in the diaspora and on ground zero. Going to be talking about that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd love you to go ahead. I see the numbers are quite high up there at the moment, but please just hit your share button and let those who do not know I am here join the broadcast. I want to apologize to all of you, our ABC viewers, both on ground zero, everywhere, in fact, where you are. We have been having some technical issues here. It has nothing to do with a hack. It just has to do with the network connection that we have here or using here in the studio. Somehow what we had was up and down, and you need so much upload speed to be able to upload live raw video. When you don't have that, when you have the upload speed showing you 0.34 over 25, there is nothing you can do. After attempts to fix it fair, we had to change the ISP. We had to change the ISP, and so right now we have super speed, more than quadruple the number that we had in the previous arrangement. So we want to believe that everything is taken care of, and going forward, we should not have those internet interruptions or network interruptions anymore. So thank you for staying put in there, and the ground zero, I hope that you also get the message, because it did sometimes affect the satellite broadcast too, where you don't have enough bandwidth to carry raw video to the satellite. It drops, and sometimes the screen freezes, as some of you witnessed in the last week. But again, thank God it is taken care of. We can now bring you smooth broadcasts without interruptions, without any network interruptions. So please, thank you. Hit your share button. Hit your share button. I am so excited, very, very glad to be here with you. And after the broadcast, I'm going to be opening the phone lines for those, particularly on ground zero. I like to hear from our comrades on Ground Zero, how they celebrated 1st of October in their own communities. So please get on your phones after this. I'm not gonna take long to come to your phone. So please get your phones ready, and remember that before you call, the volume of your television set should be turned down. It should be turned down before you call. Make sure the volume of your television set is turned down before you call. So please go ahead, get ready. I am really, really excited. Let me see and pass some salutations to those of you who have joined, and let me see how you are feeling, today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. Please hit your share button. We are almost there, less than 200 to go. Hit your share button. I may not be waiting to that because I took a little bit late in coming, because I had to wait until the connection here was super for me to come up to speak to you. So I see Acquire LGA, Mercy, Enjoy. We love you, Secretary Chris. Thank you, ma'am, if you are a woman. All right, because I know there are a lot of pen names here on the screen. I see Larry Cooper. Larry Cooper says, our God is great. Thank you, sir. FT Tangi, hey, Mr. Chris, great job, sir. Thank you, sir. Vivian Abidu, always, she says, love you all. Wonderful. Calvin Ipie, good to see you on board. Secretary Chris. Florence Kuchu, watching. Davy S. Daniel, good afternoon, Secretary Chris. Can't wait for the app. Oh, yes. The app is coming. In fact, the ABC app, ladies and gentlemen, is being uploaded onto Play Store. Right now as I speak. Normally it takes about a week or a little more for it to be populated on the App Store for people to download. Once it is populated on the App Store, we will surely let you know. But I just wanted you to know that, yeah, it is being uploaded right now as I speak on the Play Store, and it will be available soon. And also, the app for africatownhall.com is also being uploaded to Play Store, and it will soon be ready. But you don't need the app for Africa Town Hall to sign in. Just go there, africatownhall.com, to sign in while waiting for the app. The app will help you to be able to post and read stuff there. It doesn't necessarily mean you must have the app to sign up. So go to the website. All right, John Peter, he says, come on. No, we are coming to save you, Peter, to save you and your family. Okay? Inquine Francis, good afternoon, sir. This is Francis watching from my phone. Okay. Otello General, I see you. I see also Masa Tarandank. Wow, that is little jaw-breaking name. They say, please, Chris, I think the signature tune at start of every program should I don't know what I'm trying to say, should admission made by Paul Biya in Paris. That way our people are constantly reminded. Oh, okay, I hear what you are trying to, get what you are trying to say. All right, thank you. We'll think about that. Okay, Ojong Bismarck, I see you, sir. Grace, as I know, the anchor man will love you. Thank you, ma'am. LC Flavor, Ambazonians on the land, she says, yes. Tewa Free, Resistance to Boya. Ladies and gentlemen, I was late coming here, and I won't have to wait until you populate the screen with 700 people. I will go ahead to bring you my talking point for this broadcast. I will go ahead and bring the talking point for this broadcast, while hoping that you continue, ladies and gentlemen, to hit your share button. You go ahead and continue to hit your share button. We are over 600 already, and I'm believing that, I'm hoping that you make it over 1,200 today in the overall. Thank you very much. Good evening, fellow Ambazonians. Our Independence Day was here and gone. The enemy hoped that you didn't go out for it. But thanks to the courage and the bravery of Ambazonian restoration forces all over the territory, you, especially on Ground Zero and Ground One, you poured out in your thousands to commemorate 1st of October, our Independence Day. La République du Cameroun pundits and lackeys like Ngole, and Julius Ngor may say we have never had independence. They are right. If indeed we had one, we wouldn't be in this damn war today, isn't it? But I guess they really mean to say that our independence was stolen. But that's exactly what it was. If your outpouring last week, you told La République du Cameroun and Elvis Ngole and others that nobody can forever take away your freedoms. The world saw and heard you. The world saw your march past. The world heard your songs, and they read your messages too. You told them who your president and your country is. Not one and indivisible Cameroon, but the Federal Republic of Ambazonia with Dr. Samuel Ekomesako as your president. If the powers that be didn't know, if anyone was in any doubt, that the Southern Cameroons is gone and gone for good, gone under your control and the control of this interim government. The banners that you paraded the march past with projected it and equally spoke loud enough as to who the leader of your country, the leader of Ambazonia is. Let me pause and say a big thank you on behalf of this interim government to the brave and courageous Ambazonia restoration forces. You brought shame to the enemy. You proved to the enemy that you dominate, you own, and you control Ambazonia. You made clear to the enemy that even with machine guns and armor cars and thousands of troops stationed in every town and village in our territory, you are not afraid. You will do what you have to do to take over your country. And let me tell you, the strength and bravery that you projected this October 1st was seen and heard worldwide too. Yours, or let me say ours, wasn't a country trying to invade and occupy another country. The world saw our country, a people, Ambazonians, standing up strong to bullies, to occupiers and aggressors. They saw a force, though untrained, but very brave, standing up against genocide perpetrators. The world saw patriots and heroes in you, without machine guns, celebrating and reclaiming that which was stolen from you within the last 59 years. As we move on, I can assure you that things can only get better. Those who mock and suggest that we are merely dreaming, those who refer to us as the Internet Republic, will wake up one of these mornings to find out we are already in Boya. You set out on this journey with robust strikers, Then you progress to then guns, then to the era of the AKs, then to the Français and the Fontaine-Maçonnais. The Republique du Cameroun came with a trained army. They came with machine guns, drones, and war helicopters. They were under strict instructions to wipe out all of you. But the overwhelming majority of you have outwitted the soldiers, the killers in La République du Cameroun. In the weeks ahead, mark my words, I didn't say months, I said weeks, we will force La République du Cameroun to the negotiation table. If they think they have seen anything yet, let me tell them today that they have seen nothing yet. Our push to get Francophone enablers out of our territory will be intensified. We must forcefully continue to go after every La République colonial administrator, including their hand-picked mayors, until they all begin to pack and leave Ambazonia. No mayor and councillors will be spared. Those still trading and dealing in brasserie products will be held to account. Anyone standing for the scam that they are describing as regional elections in Ambazonia will be smoked out. And I mean smoked out. They will be treated as traitors and enablers, and then banished from the territory. The interim government emphasizes that La République du Cameroun will not be allowed to put up any structure in Ambazonia in the name of regional councils or parliament. They will be erased, and anyone found promoting the idea will be brought to book. Ambazonia is for Ambazonians. La République du Cameroun must not be allowed also to erect a single stone anywhere in Ambazonia in the guise of reconstruction. Our eyes must remain focused on bringing down everything that is known to give revenue, to give money to La République du Cameroun. We must demolish and cripple all sources of taxation for that country in Ambazonia. Gendarme posts, police posts, and all colonial military posts manned on our borders must be erased one by one until we are completely in charge. We have no choice, ladies and gentlemen, but to go down this route because we are dealing with a vicious annexationist colonizer, a depraved enemy that will rather continue to commit genocidal crimes than sit down on table to negotiate and to dialogue. Now, let me speak to Ground Zero particularly once more on this subject of school resumption. Recently, the interim government came out to restate the position that security doesn't exist for it to support school resumption in the territory. We didn't take that decision lightly, not at all, and not out of spite either. We didn't take the decision because we enjoy seeing our own brothers and sisters or children sitting home and not going to school, not at all. We put in a lot of time, ladies and gentlemen, pondering over what the consequences of no school return mean to our families. Within the past 1 year, we have done everything possible to have children in Ambazonia going back to school this academic year, but without a breakthrough. With a full understanding that La République du Cameroun handles the school issue rather as a political catch. The interim government made many efforts to secure effective school resumption, again to no avail. We have, for example, created a curriculum in the Anglo-Saxon style which is waiting. We have approached organizations like UNESCO, UNICEF, and the United Nations representative for Central Africa to suggest they are coming in to either sponsor and manage school resumption or create a buffer zone under the protection of United Nations peacekeeping force to enable safe passage for the children to go to school. We are yet to hear a positive message from these organizations. In the absence of a positive message from them, and knowing fully well that La République du Cameroun will want to force students out, shoot them and kill them, to accuse the restoration forces of doing same, the interim government cannot knowingly ask schools to open up their doors for studies this academic year. The majority of our schools are in the rural areas. If those schools should be shut down, we feel very strongly that it is but fair. It is but fair for every other school, college in all of the national territory of Ambazonia to be shut down too. Nobody will be cheated here. And no school should be cheated. If schools are asked to stand down, all schools, that means all schools must observe it. That said, we are appealing to all schools and universities in all of Ambazonia to, with immediate effect, beginning today, effectively seal their doors. Parents are strongly advised to keep their children home. If they must go to school, if the children must go to school, use your discretion to decide where is safe out of Ambazonia to send the kids to school. All private and mission-owned colleges and schools will remain shut down. Universities will be shut down. Please, you are advised to take this message very, very seriously, as enforcement will be made to the letter. And ladies and gentlemen, that is my talking point for today. I am now joined by Bishop John Egiawan, who is the defense secretary for the federal government of Ambazonia, under whose management the restoration forces, as you saw them on October 1st, showed up in such a celebrate mood to lift up our Independence Day. Bishop John, it's a privilege to have you back here, sir. How are you doing today?
Thank you very much, Secretary Chris. It is a privilege to be here with you also. Many thanks to the Ambazonian people and a 21 gun salute to the Ambazonia Restoration Forces for the wonderful celebration and the show that they put on the 1st of October. And many thanks to the citizens of Ambazonia who came out to celebrate our Independence Day. Thank you for having me today, Secretary Chris.
Thank you, sir. It was such a wonderful, well-planned, well-coordinated occasion out there in every LGA in Ambazonia. Tell us, how did that happen? Because you will recall that before then, La République soldiers were taking on a siege on almost every local government in Ambazonia. I was not thinking anyone was going to come out October 1st to celebrate independence. How did they pull this out?
Secretary Chris, you know that the Federal Republic of Ambazonia has institutions. I want to give credit to who credit is due for all the local government defense councils and the Ambazonia National Self-Defense Councils. These were the people that were able to coordinate everything and to make the 1st October celebration a reality. We have been planning for it, and that's what happened. And something about what you said, you know, it reminds me of a similar situation in the Bible when Elijah thought that he was the only prophet left when Jezebel was about to get him. But God said he had reserve of 700 more prophets. Now you see, La Republique came and arrested all our young men and women in the quarters. And they thought that they have taken all our restoration fighters or all the people who can fight or who can demonstrate or who can march. They have taken them to jail. But little did they know that they will never be able to eliminate all Ambazonia. That's why I am telling you that this war has only one outcome. La Republique will never succeed. Even if we don't do anything and they think that they are killing us, they will not succeed. All they have to do is to avoid them losing lives and getting shame. Let them yield and let them come to the negotiation table and let us settle this and end it, and Ambazonia go freely.
All right. Again, we want to appreciate what you guys were able to do to bring out what we saw. Now, one thing that we observe is that in different local governments, they were coming up in uniforms, in T-shirts, all printed ARF, Ambazonia Restoration Forces. Ambazonia Restoration Forces. Was that organized from the central government level, or was it an initiative of the different LGAs?
The Department of Self-Defense and Security, the DSS, that is the department that I am the Secretary of State for. We organized all that with the ANSC, like you see the uniform that the boys were wearing, the combat uniforms. That was organized by the Ambazonia National Self-Defense Council. And we work hand in hand. We had a 1st October committee, 1st October planning committee that was working tirelessly. So there was some planning into it, Secretary Chris. There was planning. And a lot of people were involved, from the local government administration to the county administration, to the vice president, the president, myself, and all the self-defense people, even the restoration fighters themselves on the ground. the commanders, everybody was involved in this planning. Yes.
That is wonderful. I mean, we truly appreciate it. Now, tell me, we know that this is only, I mean, these boys are only getting better. They are getting better equipment. They are getting better organized. We have so much ahead still to take care of. I am talking of the frogs living. I'm talking of taking care of brasseries, taking care of companies like Amu Mezan. I'm talking of taking care of places like bars, beer parlors that continue to defy this war. Particularly, I mean, people have raised lots and lots of concerns at what is going on, particularly in Inquen and Victoria. These two places. Are we going to see a step up of activities that eradicate these practices?
Secretary Chris, just like you said, you didn't think that anybody was going to celebrate 1st October. And that's how I have always repeated myself here in this on television here, that inaction or silence is not inaction. Silence is not inaction. Some people mistake silence to be inaction. No, there are many phases of planning or doing something. And the self-defense community is working very seriously. And I tell you, we are aware of our challenges. We are aware of what you are talking about. You see, we should not forget the dynamics in Victoria. We should not forget the dynamics in Boya. Victoria is our people have sold Victoria to the frogs, to La Republique citizens. All La Republique, Bassa people, all you have them there. People from the West, they are all full there. They are the one controlling that city. You go to Victoria, you will not even know that it is our own town because of the foreign language that is being spoken there. They call French. That's what it is. You know, so we should understand the dynamics. We know of how La Republique think that they can show a force, but home is home. Our Ambazonia Restoration Forces are masters of the land. Every obstacle has a way of challenging it, of tackling it. So the way we are going to tackle Victoria is different. And I'm not going to spill that over television. It might take a little while, Secretary Chris, but we have a plan for Victoria. We have a plan for Boya. We have a plan for Bamenda. You have been seeing. What we have all seen is nothing compared to what is coming. That's what I can assure you. It's nothing compared to what is coming. But I want to let the Ambazonia people know that, look, be patient. Continue to support. Pay your draft money. Continue to support our Ambazonia Restoration Forces. I keep repeating this. You should believe this. Do not be on the wrong side. Be on the right side. This war has only one outcome. We are going to get to Boya. When we get to Boya, will you be ashamed or will you be celebrating with your brothers and sisters? Some of you will be ashamed. The day we get to Boya, many people are going to pack their things and leave Ambazonia because of the shame that we have. Because right now, they are enablers. They are working with La Republique, or they are having, they are undermining us. But when we get to Boya, many of them will exile themselves. I'm telling you.
All right, Bishop, one of the things at stake right now is the question of education, school resumption. We observed that in quite a number of the video footages that we received from the restoration forces, they were warning, they warned sternly, they are not going to observe or sit and observe any school resuming in their communities. And they were speaking in the backdrop of events like this one, ladies and gentlemen, events like this ones going on in Kumba, in Nkambe. Now, if you look at this is the palace of Infon, is it Infon or Ihon Mukete, as they call it. This was a back-to-school party. This was a back-to-school party in the Fon or in Fon, is it a Hon or in Fon or whatever it is, in the Infon's palace in Kumba. They were distributing books. They were distributing school material, bags, and so on and so forth. Again, the images you are watching are taking place at the Infon of Kumba's palace, Infon Mukete's palace in Kumba. And what we see there is the chief distributing school material. That happened at the weekend, distributing school material to families in Kumba. We also saw the same thing taking place in, I think, in Kambe, where this guy they call Ngala Gerard was out there launching school resumption in Kambe. Bishop John, the restoration forces made it very clear. They made it very, very clear there will be no school resumption in any local government in Ambazonia. Are they prepared? Are they prepared to stop it? Because this is the idea. Now, let people not think that we just do not want school to resume. Not at all. We would prefer schools to resume. But if only some schools will resume and some will remain in the loop, then none should resume at all. So I'm asking you, Bishop John, do you see our restoration forces able to get this school resumption thing taken care of to the extent that no school else is open while others are shut down?
Secretary Chris, so far as school resumption is concerned, I want to make this very clear. It is not only going to take the effort of the Ambazonia Restoration Forces. It's going to take the effort of all the Ambazonian citizens. It's going to take the effort of the parents, the proprietors and proprietors that are in Ambazonia. I want everybody to know that school resumption is a way of La Republique trying to show the world that normality has resumed or returned to Ambazonia. They are trying to cover up for their atrocities. Now, the question I'm asking myself is, what about the children that La Republique has killed? The ones they killed today, the one they killed yesterday, the one they killed all this past week. Do you know, I was talking to somebody on Ground Zero, and they told me that, oh, you know, La Republique is just killing people by mistake. Can you believe this? Say the case.
Killing people by mistake?
That an Ambazonia is telling me that, hey, the people that La Republique is killing is just by mistake. Unbelievable. You see, the mind of people have become so crooked, and they have just accepted to be slaves the rest of their life. Let me tell you, Secretary Chris, I made a message on the 1st of October, and I sent it out to the restoration forces. And this is what I said, and I'm repeating it on national television. This is the time of no mercy. It is the time of retribution.
And that is why I call it crippling. That's why I call it crippling.
Look, said Chris, no mercy to traitors, no mercy to enablers, no mercy to blacklegs, no mercy to La Republique, no mercy to frogs. This is the time. Look, Secretary Chris, can you imagine? La Republique comes into an Ambazonian quarter and they kill everybody and burn places. They never burn the house of any La Republique citizen. They never destroy the business of any La Republique citizen.
Right.
They never kill any La Republique citizen. Can you imagine? You see how selective they are? And then these people living among us, and they can tell us that one country, look, let me tell you, no mercy to the frogs. This, I have given the order. Nobody who is an enemy of this revolution, of this struggle, should be spared. If you catch anybody, teach them a lesson. The Ambazonia Restoration Forces know exactly what to do. And so anybody who is sending their child to school, anybody who is opening their school, if that money, you stole the money, maybe La Republique just gave you the money to do that school, and you think that's okay, you will lose everything in that school. Those schools will be burned down. They will be destroyed. And let me tell you, those proprietors and principals who want to violate the laws of Ambazonia, who want to give a resemblance of normality in Ambazonia, who are interfering with our quest for independence, then we have themselves to blame. This is what I'm saying. So you are going to school. You might go to school and you not return one day. So let me tell you, just say you have La Republique, okay, La Republique will be with you 24/7. Let La Republique government multiply the number of military they have, and to put a military or 10 military per individual. That's the only way they can succeed. And even they do that, they will not still succeed. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that is what we mean by crippling La République du Cameroun. We all are aware that La République is not interested in going to the negotiation table, and I think we have no other tool left but to go after every institution of theirs in our territory, every institution of theirs in our territory. Now, I'd like you to look at an image like this. You were talking about the brutality of French Cameroon soldiers. Look at this image on your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, most of you out there have seen the video of this lady being brutalized at the moment. We don't even know whether she is alive or not. We do not know whether at the moment she is alive or not. But that is the handwork of La République du Cameroun. That is how they torment our people, they torture our people, they debase our people, and make them looking this way. This is the same lady. This is the same lady swimming in mud that you all find on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. Bishop John, we have talked about Operation Frog Exodus. We have talked about Operation send out every colonial officer. Hasn't the moment come? Hasn't the moment come for this to happen? We are done with the draft. We have done with the draft. We have the money. I think the boys are ready to carry. They should be ready to carry out this mission.
Secretary Chris, you want me to come on TV and tell you what I'm going to be doing with the restoration forces, I'm not going to do that. The element of surprise is in our control. We are not going to come on national television and give people timetable of what we are going to do. We have given strict orders, and we have been very patient with the Ambazonian people. We have been very patient with these enablers and fraud. We have been very patient with this prostitute of CPDM who are sleeping in bed with CPDM. All these Ambazonian citizens who are lying in bed with CPDM, these are prostitutes. I'm talking about men, figuratively. These are prostitutes. They are eating CPDM money and they think that money is everything. And they want to go against this revolution. They are a minority. But we have already given you an order. We will not repeat ourselves. And you will not know when we are coming. And you will have yourself to blame. We have been holding, Ambazonians are very peaceful people. We don't want violence, we don't want anything. But it has come to a point where we have been defending ourselves. But time is coming where we are going to go on the offensive. And in the offensive, I mean, we are going to destroy everything smelling La Republique, everything looking La Republique, everything resembling La Republique, everything relating La Republique. It is going to be destroyed in Ambazonia. That's what it is. And that is the word. I will not tell you how that's going to happen, Secretary Chris, but just know that it is coming. And I want Ambazonians to know they cannot rush us. Because in order for us to succeed, we are going to execute the way we plan to execute. So don't expect me that I'm going to do what I'm going to take them and give you a timetable on what
No, we're not expecting a timetable. We just want to know that those guys are ready. Now let me take this story. This story was sent in here the moment I was going live, talking about the exploits of our restoration fighters in Inwa. It says our boys from Camp XXX in Inwa, local government area, Nogamantung County, visited the enemy in calm. Just the heat that was turned on sent all REPUBLIQUE Cameroon militia running for their lives, leaving behind the vehicle they couldn't take along as they escaped into the bushes. Now, these are French Cameroon armies escaping into the bushes. And it says, our brave warriors had no option but to handicap them of their vehicle and waited in vain for either their return or a reinforcement. Donga, Mantung County, and Ambazonia shall have no safe haven for the colonizer. Donga, Mantung, and all of Ambazonia shall have no safe haven for the colonizer. What do you know about this incident, sir?
That's exactly what happened. And there are incidents that are happening all over Ambazonia. A similar incident happened about less than 2 weeks ago in Guy. And you know about similar incident that just took place while we were celebrating our independence. It was happening in Lebialem. The Red Dragons taught them a lesson also in Lebialem. Similar incident happening everywhere, Secretary Chris. So the thing is that we are upping our game. We have been planning. We have been learning from our mistakes. And we are fixing things. And we are getting better and better. We are innovative. We are making our own things, and we are not depending so much on the outside work, and we are evolving. We are progressing, Secretary Chris. And sometimes our people are impatient. They just want to see our chance. No, I just want, look, this thing, they drag us into it. We were not ready. They just declare war on us. We were not ready. So we are getting ready, and we have been getting ready. So the time will come, Secretary Chris, when we reach only about 50% of where we want to get. People say that look, now this I want Ambazonian people to know, please. They are our problem. They are our obstacle. During war, you should not expect to live a normal life. People are crying to me how they cannot go to the market, how they cannot go to. What is that nonsense? This is war. When there is war, you do not expect to live a normal life. And it's because of this, their quest for normal life, because they have been spoiled. They don't even have an idea of what we are fighting for. We don't know that we are fighting for an Ambazonia that will be milk and honey. Nobody will go hunger. Nobody will lack a job. This is the kind of Ambazonia we are fighting for. And some Ambazonia, they want that luxury to watch television and sit in the house and live a luxury life in war. Please, let this message go to all the Ambazonia people on Ground Zero. It is not time to celebrate. You should think of the mothers, the children, the women, the men that we have lost in Ambazonia. Think of them before you start complaining of that when they tell you to stay at home and you begin to complain. Think of that before you complain. Because your complaining can become a stumbling block for you. Your complaining can become a problem to you. So stop complaining. Be very grateful that at least you can stay in your house. Because the war that is coming, when that time comes and we tell you to get out, you should get out. When that time comes, we tell you stay in your home, lay on the ground, you should do that. We don't want to hear any complaint because the time is coming. So I just want Ambazonians to get this message. I hear a lot of stupid complaint. How can an Ambazonian be saying that the killing that La Republic has been doing in Ambazonia is by mistake? Is that person normal?
Right. Now, talking about our independence after the show that our guys put up at the weekend of October 1st, I'm sure you listened to French Cameroon lackeys like Ngole, Professor Victor Julius Ngole coming out to say the Southern Cameroons have never gotten independence. They never had independence. And I'd like you to listen to this clip here, please. Listen to this clip and let's get back to it.
Out there which are giving a wrong reading, a wrong interpretation, either as a result of bad faith or because they are frustrated or because they're ignorant or because they just want to give trouble, giving a political significance to 1st of October which it doesn't have. These voices, because I also read social media and others, and the audio and televised media and sometimes electronic media, they give a false political significance to 1st of October by saying that 1st of October is the date of the independence of a part of Cameroon, the territory that they call Southern Cameroons. No. There has never been in any history an independence date for any part of Cameroon on the 1st of October. None ever. No history book records that. And besides,
did you hear Ngole? There has never been any part of Cameroon that got independence on the 1st of October. So, when was, now he is pointing to January as the only month, the only date in that country where an independence ever took place. The question is, why is it they have never for once celebrated their January 1st as their Independence Day?
Because they have been trying to cover up all these years. Secretary Chris, that guy has just made himself the biggest. A fool is better than him. A fool is more valuable than this guy. I'm telling you, I cannot believe that somebody like this can come in public and speak like this. He's a fool. These are people who never step foot in Ambazonia. Once we have Ambazonia, these are people who never step foot in Ambazonia. I think for their family to be even, anybody who associates himself with people like this, they cannot step foot in Ambazonia. To be honest, look at a fool talking. You see, this guy is somebody who has look, you can smell the money of Bia, the corruption of Paul Bia in him. That's what he's just being controlled by that money, and he's speaking nonsense.
I mean, that's a minister. That's a minister without portfolios.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Those are ministers who are just eating bribe. They are the people who are keeping us in this situation that we are today because they want to continue to be eating the money from La Republique, taking our money and eating in their pockets.
You know, I think it was Sama Thomas who put out an audio over the weekend. He made a statement that was very, very profound, and it made a lot of sense. A lot of sense. Sama said, all through our history, we have never appointed or elected or chosen our own leaders. La République du Cameroun always want to choose who represents us, who is our leader. Talking about the likes of Ngole Julius Ngole, the Atanganjis. They always want to choose who our leaders are to impose upon us. And that is why Ngole can have the effrontery of saying what he is saying out there. Tomorrow, when La République calls for a grand national dialogue, he chooses who represents. They choose who represents us. Think about it. Imagine that.
What a shame. What a shame, because you see, Secretary Chris, these people, they don't have their own mind. They know very well that if they say anything from what is truth, I mean, if they say anything that is truth, they are going to be killed. That's how La Republic is. Anybody who speaks the truth in La Republic is eliminated. And some of them, you see like this, they have already sold their souls. They are corpses. These are skeletons. These are skeletons. These are dead people. Dead man living, dead man walking. That's what most of them there are. And you see the people who are stopping our struggle, these are the kind of people. All those chiefs, long-necked chiefs who cannot represent their constituent, they cannot represent their people. Now they are representing money. They are representing money because of the monthly allowance that the government of La Republic gives them. Now they are representing the La Republic over their own people. You see, these are the likes of those people. And how can we, and somebody will say that, look, most of those chiefs in Ambazonia, we are going to clean them up. We are going to clean all those chiefs. So those who are wise, they should start making peace now with their constituent, with their people, and doing exactly what their people like. Because when we get Ambazonia, we are going to purge Ambazonia of that Biarism, or that French criminalism, French stupidity, French nonsense. We are going to purge Ambazonia and return to our culture, our tradition, our education system, our legal system, and we are going to return to our Anglo-Saxon system. President is going to. I can smell heaven. That's why I fight the way I fight, because I can smell heaven in Ambazonia. That's where we are going to.
Well, I really want to hope that we make it there in spite of all the detractors, the enablers, and the coalition for surrender, the people in that coalition that we have out there. I think Ambazonians are agreed that the only thing that will move the REPUBLIQUE Cameroun to the negotiation table is a show of force, a show of force. And if you can, briefly, tell our people how prepared are our restoration forces in all of Ambazonia to take that show of force to La République Cameroon to the extent they have no choice but to get to the negotiation table?
Yes, there's going to be a show of force. We are going to bring the war to La République. I don't mean over there. I mean, there's going to be war in Ambazonia. We have not seen war. What has been happening is self-defense. And we have been defending ourselves from La République and trying to protect our people. But we are going to take the war to all La République and La République in Ambazonia. The war is going to go to them. Now, Secretary Chris, 1st October was just a taste to let people know and to know the coalition for surrender. The coalition for surrender wanted to make a boast to the international community that they control ground zero. And they have all the forces in ground zero. Who has the forces on ground zero now? Who has it?
That is a very good question that we will get into right here.
So you see, that was just to show you that you didn't see all our forces. You didn't even see our equipment, because there's no need for us to be showing our equipment out there. Secretary Chris, everything needs a good time, and we have been planning. See, La République has gone everywhere. They think that they have reached everywhere, and they are still planning to do more as we are speaking right this. But this is a message I want the Ambazonia Restoration Forces, and anybody who is hearing me, I want you to take this message to the Ambazonia Restoration Forces. No La République terrorist should come and enter your camp and go free. I don't want you to give them mercy. You should kill them, destroy them, dismay. I mean, they should be scattered into pieces. What we have taught you, we are activating that operation. No La République should come into any military camp of Ambazonia and go free. I want you to dismember them. Just let them go into pieces. Use all the things that we have given you. That thing that they are going from camp to camp, they got the thing that has come to an end. Look, if you're a La République soldier, I am warning you. If you like your life, except you have already signed to die. If you have signed to die, go. Go and fight the Ambazonian Restoration Forces. Go and enter their camp. Enter the bush. Go and enter the bush and go and look for them there. Go. Don't say that I did not warn you. All those people who are going and talking to La Republic and betraying our people to go and show where they are, go and tell them, let them come. Let them come now. You see, Sir Chris, Ambazonians are very nice people, but I think we have come to the end of the rope to be nice. We have taken enough, and we cannot continue to take it again. So there is going to be blood now, blood. Our enemies will spill blood. All form of enemy, even the enemy in the house, they will spill blood. The enemy outside, they will spill blood. That's what is going to happen. You know, Ambazonia is for Ambazonia and for nobody else. This is the thing, because we have been so lenient, and because we are so lenient, they think that life can be as usual, and things are just going the way they are going. Look at, they are hiring child soldiers. Child soldiers. La Republic is so desperate.
Exactly.
They are hiring child soldiers.
Right.
Teenagers. They go and recruit teenagers. They don't have soldiers, I am telling you. And some of these children, I don't know what they have done to them. They are just going punya punya, and that's how we are killing them. And when they kill them, they cover up. Many parents have lost their children in La Republic. They don't even know their whereabouts. They are gone missing. They say that they are on mission. They are dead. They have been buried in mass grave in different places.
These are pure child soldiers, Bishop John. These are not soldiers. These are children, possibly forced to carry the guns and take to the battlefield to be killed. Now, these ones we are watching here, I think they are dead. I learned they were killed already. I don't know whether the international community sees this. These three boys we are seeing here, they are not, I don't think they are up to 18 years old. I don't think they are up to 18 years old. And they are being called soldiers. Of course, this can only happen in La République du Cameroon. Just imagine if Ambazonia was using children of this age, the ones you find on your screen in military uniforms, carrying rifles. Just imagine if this was happening in Ambazonia. Bishop John.
Sir Chris, I cannot imagine. You see, desperate. La Republic is so desperate that they will do anything. You see, I don't know why people continue to expect that any order can come from La Republic. La Republic is the kind of country that don't play according to the rules. You know, they don't respect human rights. They don't respect the Geneva Convention. They don't respect even their own laws. They don't respect it. They don't respect people. They don't respect anything. So anybody expecting a standard from La Republic, that's why I'm telling Ambazonia that, why do we even try to respect La Republic? They don't even respect themselves. Why are we respecting the frogs when they don't respect themselves? So you see, this is what a country can do when they are so desperate. When we have killed, in fact, we have killed La Republic fight soldiers like nothing else. They have never lost soldiers like they have lost in Ambazonia for the past 3 years. In fact, we have shown them pepper, a lot of them. You see, La Republic cannot even face our restoration fighters. Or they go there and kill innocent civilians, unarmed civilians, young men and women. La Republic just go and kill them. And they see that they are killing Ambazonia restoration fighters. It's a lie. If you look at the number of La Republic that we have killed, many people in La Republic will never see their children who went to the military. They will never see them. La Republic is telling you lie. They are not alive. We have finished them all. So you see, and this is what we are going to do. We will kill them more than we have been doing before. I mean, imagine 10 times what we have been doing. That's how we are coming. That's how we are coming. So if a La Republic
I think I can see it on your face.
All
right, Bishop John, something very, very important that has been the point of an issue of contention ever since this war started. There have been the contention as to who actually has fighters on the ground. I think October 1st was a very good indication as to who has those fighters on the ground. I look all over the place, from Nkambe to Fako, the overwhelming, and I mean the overwhelming majority of those fighters were the Ambazonia Restoration Forces being funded by this interim government. I don't know what happened to the ADF. I didn't see them feature anywhere except a parade which I saw in the, I think it was in Bui, somewhere in Kumbo. What is happening? Are we now very clear that the interim government has a handle of all the fighting, or I would say 95% of the fighting forces on ground zero?
Secretary Chris, the interim government of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia has the institutions that controls ground zero. We have 61 local governments, and almost 90% of these local governments have established defense councils. So we control the whole of Ambazonia. You see, you did not even see all the restoration forces. So anybody who is going out there and saying that they control ground zero and they go to make a deal with La Republique, they are using that as a pretext to make money or to make friends with La Republique. Like you see the coalition for surrender, like Sofoncha, who is claiming the AMF. You see people like the AMF. Look, I've told these fighters, stop listening to liars. People go and buy military uniform from the market and they put on their body with a pipe on their mouth and they come and stand on the social media and you people begin to follow them. People who have never seen the four walls of military training, and they go on. You think that if somebody put a uniform on them, they come and talk to you, you say, Commander-in-Chief. Which Commander-in-Chief? Look for yourself. You have seen for yourself who controls Ambazonia, who controls ground zero. It is the interim government. It is the Ambazonia Restoration Forces. And so I am telling anybody out there on ground zero who is being deceived by some of these cabal that, look, work with your local government. Follow the chain of command of your local government. The local government will take care of you. All those people who are still undecided and standing in the fence, it is time for you to cross over. Stand with your interim government. Stand with your local government. This is the only way we are going to take Ambazonia over. You understand? So this is it. There are even some people who say they have forces on the ground. They are being taken care of by the local government. It is the local government or the interim government that is feeding them, that is taking care of them. But they say they have forces. So you see, Sir Chris, the institution that we have created, it is the institution that is making the interim government strong. Because the interim government has strong institutions. The local government. These are our strongest institution that we have. And all these things that you are seeing is because of what the local governments have been able to do. And that's why I am telling every Ambazonia out there who has not become a part of their local government to find your local government and belong to your local government and make your own little contribution. Pay your CID. Little contribution, $10, $50, $25 a month. If everybody comes together and do, we'll be able to do what you have not imagined. Just look at what you have seen. You'll be able to see greater things. We just want you to be on board and continue to do the little you are expected to do and leave the rest for the military wing. Leave the rest for the self-defense community. And we assure you that you will not be disappointed.
Now, Bishop John, one of the things that, or one of the messages that these boys sent out in their manifestation was the fact that they know who their leader is, and their leader isn't any other person but Dr. Samuel Ikome Sako, because I know we have seen a lot of people grandstanding for leadership out there in the course of this struggle. But I think, again, Ground Zero sent a message. We know who our leader is, and we know who is supporting us. And it was clear from banners like this one showing Dr. Samuel Ikomeseko. I mean, these guys were not the only ones carrying this banner. It was all over the territory. Essentially were projecting who is their leader.
Yes. So, Fred Chris, this is what I want to say. You have to understand, when Dr. Sako, our president, took over, he is the first person in this current revolution to declare self-defense as our right, as a human right. We have the right to self-defense. So President Sako came out from other era, like when Ayok Tabe was doing self-defense as back hiddenly
President Sako brought self-defense front and center. And you see that changed the dynamics of this struggle. Ever since then, you see that self-defense in Ambazonia has evolved, and we are getting stronger. It is our right to defend ourselves. It is our right to defend our territory. You cannot just allow anybody to come into your territory and kill you and kill your people without you doing something. So yes, who is the leader? It is President Sako. If we have a very strong self-defense today, it's because of President Sako, and even the programs that he brought to make sure self-defense is funded. Not that they came without challenges, but they made a lot of difference. From my trip to Boya to now the draft, the award, Ambazonia Award draft. You see, this is making a difference. And President Sako is so strategic. The guy is full of wisdom. I think that, you see, when God appoints somebody, there is a level of grace that is given to that person to be able to execute the office that has been given him. There is no doubt that President Samuel Ikome Sako is our God-ordained leader for Ambazonia at this time. There's no doubt about that. The wisdom that God has endowed him with, the strategy and the people that God has put around him, it is very clear evidence that this is the guy that we need for Ambazonia at this time. Nothing less. You understand? So we should not be surprised. This is the guy that has stood for self-defense. He has fought for self-defense, and he's funding self-defense. So who else is our leader? And everybody is saying that the only thing that can bring La Republique to the negotiating table is a show of force. But if you don't have a leader like President Sako, how can you achieve that? So we need President Sako to be able to achieve what we are doing or what we need to do to get to Boya. That's why he is our leader. He's our commander-in-chief.
Okay, I think that message was sent from ground zero and also from the refugee camp. We saw what they come together in Nigeria with refugees celebrating, dancing to October 1st to the chagrin of people like Ngole and Julius Ngo, lackeys of La République du Cameroun. I think in the days to come, in the few days, few weeks ahead, La République du Cameroun is going to see that it wasn't just a display. It wasn't just a display. It is going to be a display of might and power. They're going to see it. I would like us to open the phone lines to ground zero, and please, before you call, make sure you turn down the volume of your television set. Please turn down the volume of your television set before you call. If you call with your phone line, with your television set still turn volume high, I can't take your call. So please make sure that your volume is turned down. Now, why they do that, Bishop John, what are we hearing? What are we hearing of the different groups who say they have militaries on the ground? What are they saying happened to their military on this occasion?
Well, Secretary Chris, I am not going to go into the business of other group who are claiming. You see, it's good to talk your own story and to do your own thing. We are not denying. We are not denying anybody their right to defend Ambazonia. We are not denying the right of anybody to defend themselves. So we can only talk of what we see. What we don't see, what is not existing, we cannot see. So yes, some people say they have forces on the ground. That's good. Let's see what the forces are doing. That's what is going to matter, is to see what the forces are doing. And that's what the Ambazonia Restoration Forces are going to do. And we are going to continue to do that to show that we maintain the presence on the ground. So I'm not going to come here on TV and start trying to talk down or trying to negate the claims of other groups that they say the restoration fighters on the ground. Yes, they might have some one or two, or they have some groups on the ground or some boys on the ground that are working for them. But Say, Chris, some of these boys that say they belong to these groups, some of them are just taking money from them. Some of them are actually working with the Ambazonia Restoration Forces, and some of them are being fed by the local government. So let the evidence speak for itself.
All right. Thank you. Let's get the first caller all the way from ground zero. Hello.
Hello, Secretary Chris. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am. Where are you calling from, please? Which county?
From Mezam County.
From Mezam County. Abakwa, how was Ghost Town Day today?
Yeah, very, very infected. As usual, now we own the land.
Absolutely. Indeed, we own the land. You have demonstrated that enough. So what is your contribution? Hello. 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 I think that caller has a network problem. That caller has a network problem. Let's see who is next here. Okay, I think she is back. Hello.
Hello, Secretary Chris. Where the line, the network is very bad.
Yes, but I can hear you now, 5 on 5. Go ahead. What is in your mind, ma'am?
No, I want to thank Bishop for his good job. I'm seeing he's really talking something that will move us. Truly, world is still coming. We are preparing for that. Because when you see a little rain coming, you know that the big one is ahead.
Right.
So thank him for that encouragement. But I just want to say that the way Brother Reese is enter here, I don't understand. Because on Saturday, 14 vehicles came in.
14?
Trailers, some were covering and some were open. So they should try and do something because we don't like that Brother Reese put up here in Bamenda. Although Black Leg should not allow us,
right,
that Brother Reese should not come in.
No, we have heard that. We have heard that the Brazari thing in Bamenda is a big problem, especially in the Inquen area, with nightclubs and beer parlors staying up till late in the night.
Yes,
in the time of war.
From Old Town. Yes, it's from Old Town. In Center Town, I have not seen it.
Okay, I will let Bishop John. Yes, go on, please.
Yes, I want that. I will still take note of one vehicle that used to transport it, so that they will give the number to our boys.
Thank you, thank you. You are a strong. You are a strong Amber woman.
Amen. I love that. No, we are together in this struggle. We're together. But this problem of school is because of Eritato. Yes, I heard a video that they said that school should go. That's why Gerard is proud that what happened that they said that school should not go for all this year, and now school want to go. So people should be very careful for Eritato. They are not. Eritato is not internet government. They should hear anything from you. That's the confusion that they are bringing people that they know that schools are going. It's because of Eritato. Is that video? I heard the video.
Well, you know, as I said, I said a moment ago that REPUBLIQUE is always in the habit of trying to choose leaders for Ambazonia, right?
That's it.
Now suddenly that irrelevant guy you are referring to has become a leader for REPUBLIQUE to Cameroon. Can you imagine that? The person yesterday they were attacking of cutting students' hands, right?
I'm telling you, let them end with REPUBLIQUE. We are not REPUBLIQUE. So if they send that message should go to REPUBLIQUE, not Ambazonia.
Well, the good thing is that you know that Ambazonians, those of you on ground zero, are very smart, and you do not take instructions or listen to non-entities like those that activist guy. Thank you for the call. You have a great night and be safe.
God bless you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night, Bishop John. So take over from there.
This Brazzaville's this brother is a very big problem for us, Secretary Chris, because, and that's why I say, because of these frogs that are in Ambazonia. These frogs that are in Ambazonia, they are the one who are trying to disable or to interfere with our struggle. And we have banned Brazaris, we have banned Amumezam and other establishments, they are still doing this. And unfortunately, Secretary Chris, there are some Ambazonians who have sold their soul. And there are some these paid militia who are taking money from some of these people, and they don't want to drive them out because they continue to take bribe for their personal self. Some people have they are using this revolution for personal profit. And those are the people we call enablers. Anybody who is doing this is an enabler. So, and because we have been so merciful, even to go after our own people, that's why we are here. But as I told you when I started this show, I told you that there's no mercy. No mercy for enabler, no mercy for traitors. So that's exactly what is going to happen, because if we don't teach even Ambazonia teach Ambazonians lessons that they cannot be enabling the enemy. They cannot be giving relevance to the enemy. They cannot be breaking our own laws. How long are we going to be merciful to them? If we just sit like this and do not teach them a lesson, they will not learn. So we have to start teaching Ambazonians lessons. We have to start teaching people who are violating the law of the land lessons. We have to start teaching people who are giving relevance to La Republique lessons. We have to start teaching people who are making La Republique to feel like they have a right in Ambazonia lessons. That's it.
Yeah, all
That's
right.
it, period. And these are the people that are disturbing us. So I don't need to say this too much, but enough is enough.
I think we've said it enough. Let me get to the next caller here. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Yes, sir. Where are you calling from, please?
Just I want to get Republic of Guinea Equatorial.
Guinea Equatorial. Okay, thanks for the call. What is in your mind?
Yes, I want to. I'm just talking to Eric Tato. I just come over worship. I just come over worship through ABC.
You watch Eric Tato through ABC?
Now.
Hello?
For about the school resumption, Eric Tato has some very criminals. Just not to make within 10 minutes about the very
I'm sorry, your connection. I'm sorry, your connection doesn't seem to be very good, sir. Your connection doesn't seem to be very good.
Okay, hello.
Yes, go on, go on.
Okay. I just see that Eric Tato Nana for SCBC, where they talk about the school resumption. So the question I say, okay, let me call again later.
I'm hearing you. Go on, go on.
Okay, so that's why I want to make them understand. Say, this school resumption with Cameroon now. We must be very, very vigilant, because some setup will can be where we can keep picking them. We can keep picking them for this classroom because of Eric Tato. Because on set back the camp, because Eric Tato wants to be picking and go school, and we won't look for the place level.
But hold on, hold on there. Why do you even take? This guy again is irrelevant. Who is taking instructions from him? Why do we think that what he says is even important? Why do people even watch him? Do you know how many lies he tells? Do you know how many lies he tells in every show he conducts?
Yes, that's why I'm going to like the people at Ground Zero, because I know that this is where the Ground Zero people can understand. That's why I have to meet them to get on Ground Zero. You understand? Because when Ground Zero is here, they talk what they call for Ground Zero too for ye. They call for Ground Zero for ye. So I want me Ground Zero understand, say, no matter the few places the way school they resume for day, now just play La Republique Army is down for the plenty. Me they don't look how way La Republique they don't show for guide up. They'll guide up how long. If there's that guide student them, they'll guide up how long. How long do ever show for the guide to student to go to school? So I want them to put up Ground Zero, me to understand, say this war now within a war. We don't hear about this activities they do for diaspora. He talk about Sako. He talk about Sako. Sako don't move a small flyer. Then the work I show you how many armies they get over ground. I said that one concern naïve. But I want to only say me the restoration force in the devil ground zero. Me they be unite. Me they be unite. Why me I talk to you? Because I did see some general call from ground zero. He did talk about ye the take command of Eritato, and there is that a black leg.
But don't you hold on there, and you think you believe that message? If they were taking commands or instructions from that guy, where were they on October 1st? Why were they not conducting a march past with his president? So called.
That's why they talk to them. That's why they talk to them. They see some way Sako. So me ask them say, okay, they see how the match was our president Sako. It invests them. What happened? When they not even go restore, go bring their own for can show them saying that their own forces and that. They talk about ADF. I think who said the ADF? They talk about ground for ground. But now, at the same time, now for Eric Tato, other group them, me na Ground Zero must take care for those any group they need a year under interim government, Dr. Sako. Me they must take care for this moment because war, we didn't have a war, we didn't have a war for this free money we did now. Me they do the year for all this in the way. SCBC they talk about the SCBC now some chain where they don't put a level corrupt the people on the ground.
Yeah, don't be worried. You don't have to be worried. I think Ground Zero knows who their leaders are, and we have seen that.
Our commander, our power on top here, they say, I beg, me take care, me only take as a bit of a restaurant for me, they one unity. Me they make action, me they make action, me they move all the action, so that me if encourage people Ground Zero.
All right. All right. Thank you for the call, Bishop John. Over to you, sir. They wanted you to put the team together to make sure that nobody infiltrates them.
Okay. I want to let my fellow comrade calling all the way from he said Africa there. Did he say Gabon or Equatorial Guinea? So we are working on, we are doing something. You see the forces, you are not just seeing the forces. Those boys are there to demonstrate, they are there to work. But like I keep telling people, silence is not inaction. We have learned a lot, and most of the lessons that we have learned, we are putting into action. We have learned the tricks of La République. La République has been demonstrating many tricks, from the trick of hiring people, from the trick of using black legs, from the trick of leaving their vehicles afar and walking on foot. All those things we have learned. We have studied La République very well, and we are going to start using their own strategy against them. That's what is going to happen. So I just want all the Ambazonian people to continue to support their local government, to continue to pay their draft money, because we need all of you to continue to pay even your CID, so that we'll continue to do what you expect us to do. Rest assured that you will see fire, you will see fire, and you will see blood will spill on the Amazonian land. People, those who think that they want war, they will see war. War will come. We will declare war. War was declared on us, but we are about to declare our own war.
All right. Thanks for that, Bishop John. Let me get to the next caller here. Hello, sir.
Good evening, Secretary.
Good evening, sir. May I know where you are calling from, please?
Secretary, I'm calling for in UAE.
UAE, United Arab Emirates. Okay, thanks for the call. What is in your mind, sir?
Yes, Secretary, please, I would like for speak for Pidgin, for translate for my people, them for Ground Zero.
Okay, that is okay. Go ahead.
Program today. And I also appreciate our able Secretary of Defense for a great work we do. And for the 1st of October, we'll be very happy for UAE. And my contribution today now say concerning the killing, like when the military dedicate our innocent people for Ground Zero, their own population it increase every day, because now there are new tactics that way they use enough for bring in their their own people, because when they bring our people, when they kill our people, their own increase, they give birth also their population they increase. So now which the one talk we give to be very smart on that secretary.
Okay, okay. Bishop John heard you. Thank you for the call.
Hello. Yeah. So so thank you, secretary.
All right. Bishop John, over to you.
Yes, that comrade has said something very important and something that we have seen, and that's why I say no mercy. Because, Secretary Chris, that's what La Republique is doing. I explained to you earlier that La Republique, when they come into Ambazonia, they only kill Ambazonians. They never kill La Republique frogs. They don't kill all those people that are doing businesses. Even when they are burning businesses, they have burnt a lot of the houses of our business people. They never burn the houses or the business places of La Republique citizens. And so we are going to do the job for them. And that's why I'm public citizens that have been living in Ambazonia and they have been going scot-free, that we are coming for them. We don't care. It is because of them that La Republique is killing our people. So if they want to stay alive, let them pack and go. We have told them this before. I'm not going to repeat myself again. I'm always saying, a word to a wise is enough. That's it. So the comrade is telling the truth. The comrade is right. We cannot allow the Republic to come into Ambazonia and begin to kill our people, and is allowing their own people to overtake our land. They want to kill all Ambazonia and allow the Francophones or the La Republique citizens to take over our country. We will not allow this to happen. Foreigners will not inherit our land. Foreigners will not take over our land. We will drive the foreigners away. They are not Ambazonians. All non-Ambazonians should leave Ambazonia alone for Ambazonia. That's what La Republique is doing. We will not allow La Republique to do. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
All right.
Let them hear me. Share this message. Share this message. Let it go to all of them. The ones in Victoria, the ones in Boya, the ones in Bamenda, everywhere, the ones in Kumba, the ones in Bangam. Share this message with them. Let them get it. The ones in Cambe, share this message with them. Let them get it. If you are Francophone La Republique du Cameroon citizen, living in Ambazonia, working, doing business, or whatever, leave.
All right.
They have been too lenient with you.
I hope they're getting the message out there,
Bishop
John. Let's get to our next caller, also from Ground Zero. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. May I know where you are calling from, please?
Yes, I'm calling from Northern Zone, from Bamenda, precisely.
Okay, thanks for the call. What is in your mind?
Yeah, congratulations. I must admit that today's program is one of the most realistic. We are very, very pleased with what you are doing there. Realistic in the sense that what we have lacked in this revolution is action. It's action. So if you are going to implement all what has been stated there, I bet you in a few months' time, this war will be over. Yeah, because the problems have been identified. The key issues have been identified. Those Francophones, action, firepower, and so on. That is what has been lacking in this revolution. If we implement it, as the Secretary for Defense is saying, we are going to, in a short while, things are going to be okay. And then the problem of unity. October 1st demonstrated clearly that the interim government is in control of most of the forces. But my advice, there are still pockets of forces that do not belong to the interim government. It is, in the end, we are all fighting for this revolution. So they should be, one way or other, they should be integrated or collaborated with, so that the enemy will be taken care of without giving them any possibility to infiltrate.
All right.
So those are the 2 points. Yes.
All right, thank you. Thank you for the call, Bishop John. Yes, there were a pocket of independent fighters that we saw taking part in the October 1st celebrations, and the caller is suggesting how can you bring them together as part of the Ambazonia Restoration Forces?
You know, we follow the lead of our president, His Excellency President Samuel Ikome Sako. President Sako has extended his hand many times to some of these other groups that we should work together. Some of them blatantly rejected it or saying that how he's a newcomer into the revolution and stuff like that. But we are working together. We are working together with Sokadev or the APLM. That's the people who have military force on the ground that we are working with. That's the only one. The ADF, they are working on their own. But I'm telling the restoration fighters, don't die hungry on the ground there. And as I speak to them, I also speak to the local government. Please, take care of any restoration fighter that is in your local government. Feed them. Don't let them go hungry because they belong to another group. Take care of them. But this is what I'm saying. Any fighter who carry a weapon against another Ambazonia is an enemy. Finish him. That's it. So we will not allow because of and if they turn their weapon against us, we should just allow them to go. No. Anybody who turns a weapon against an Ambazonian is an enemy. And so they just have to eliminate them. That's how it is. All this sorry, messy, that time has passed. You know, that time has passed. So any fighter who is on the ground and recognizes that we are fighting for the same cause, and you are in any local government, reach out to the local government, collaborate with the Ambazonian Restoration Forces, and get the support that you need to do the work. But don't do dirty work. Don't go harassing Ambazonian citizens asking for money. Don't go forcing people to give you 50,000 or 25,000. No. If the people want to support you, they will support you willingly. Don't go taking people's farms. Do not take people's farms. Do not take people's property by force. Anybody who is doing this, all right. So that's what I'm saying. And
all
because
right.
of some people they want to be on their own, they don't want to depend on their local government, they start to do dirty work. No, depend on your local government, and your local government will feed you. You see, Sir Chris, let me just say this. As a soldier, one of the things that characterize a soldier is discipline, is order, the ability to take order. And soldiers they listen to a civilian command. A very good government function in a situation where the civilian are in control and they are ruling, and we listen to them. We just do our military. We need to be able to separate the politics and the military. So when it comes to military, I want these people on the ground to know that you need to respect the Ambazonian citizens. When you respect them, you protect them, they will protect you. Some of these Ambazonians get very frustrated because of the way that some of these people harass them. And the Ambazonian people don't even know who is false. Some of these guys, when they come harass and they think that is the restoration forces, and they take it on them, and they start to call betray them. So please, I am just saying this to the restoration fighters. Their local government is there for you. They will support you. Find your local government, yield to them. It doesn't matter which force you belong to. If you are in a particular local government and you are fighting the same fight we are fighting, that local government will take care of you. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Let's get to the next caller, Bishop John. Yes. Hello, sir.
Yes, Secretary Chris. Good evening.
Good evening.
We are at night here.
Good evening, sir. Where are you calling? Which county are you calling from?
I'm calling from Ground Zero, Bamenda County.
Okay, and what is in your mind tonight?
Yes, what's really bothering me in my mind concerns these hoodlums that have been transported to Bamenda in the name of military officers.
Okay.
Precisely at Council Junction.
Which junction?
Council Junction, Gomoram. Council Junction.
Okay.
Yes. You see, what they do there is, when they come there in the morning, they disperse themselves. Some of them climb at Swiss shoe mending, hide themselves there, and then they begin to harass us. When taxis are coming from Sacred Heart, they will stop them, get all the passengers out, and begin to harass us, identity card. All what they do there is collecting money, harassing us. In short, what they do, pointing gun at us, it is horrible, Secretary Chris. But anyway, we are just waiting for our own right time.
Yes. Well, thank you about that information. We've got to do what we will do at our own time. We will not ask our boys to get themselves out in danger, trying to confront them when they don't have the vantage position. But thank you, and thanks for the call, sir. You have a great night.
Likewise, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bishop John, briefly.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank the caller, and this the caller just brings to mind what I need to remind the Ambazonia people. See, we are stronger together. Ambazonia people, my people of Ambazonia, I want to hear something. We be strong when we turn out together. Now we be with eye. Now we be with ear them. When we see something, as this way, this my brother don't talk. May una two talk. When una hear something, may una talk. May you must know somebody where you feel call up, you report something quick. So that as the Republic the day so, we go know how the day, we go know how we go corner them. We not go just go where they go see we. Sometimes we not go expect them where they come. So when I just begin to tell we how usa the day, how they work, I tell we need una eye, we need una ear them. Please, as soon as hear something, when I see something, when I tell we. May I say, we know the sleep, but we know the plan, we prepare. When I go see the action the way we want them. That's why I feel tell una. Now just be patient, small. Now go see them.
All right. Let's get to the next caller here. Hello, sir.
Yes, hello, Secretary Chris.
Yes, good evening or good afternoon. May I know where you are calling from, please?
I'm calling from Ivory Coast.
From Ivory Coast. Okay. Are you Ambazonian? Or you are Ivorian?
I just want to express. Yeah, I'm Ivorian. I just want to express myself concerning. I used to watch you people always, and concerning the school resumption.
Yes.
I just want to say why not you people in diaspora, in solidarity with the people on Ground Zero, stop your children also not to go to school, because you cannot ask the people in Ground Zero not to go to send their children to school, and your children are going to school.
So essentially you are saying we are very wicked, correct?
No, I'm not saying that you are wicked.
No, hold on. You say that why don't we stop our own children from going to school? Let me ask you, do you think that wherever we are in the diaspora, we are living in the banana republic like the country, the French country called Cameroun?
No, I'm just talking about...
No, you cannot just talk, sir. You should talk with information. Do you think that people living in the diaspora live in a banana republic?
It's not about the banana republic.
It's about what?
It's about knowing... It's about knowing that people not sending their children to school is not a good thing.
How about not having freedom to even go to that school?
Yes, freedom will come. If you want freedom,
when is it going to come? After 59 years?
Let the children go to school. This is I don't mind about freedom of what. But what I'm concerned is the children going to school. If your children continue to go to school, then let the children in Ground Zero go to school. This is my point.
Yes.
Do you have? I thought you said you were Ivorian, sir.
That's a reasoning of francophone.
So when you say Ground Zero, which Ground Zero are you referring to?
It's according
Don't mind him. It's an enabler.
I'm watching you every day. I'm watching you every day.
All right. Listen. Thank you.
Ask him, will our Republic
listen. Thank you for watching us. But unfortunately, you don't understand the dynamics of the issues we are discussing here. If you live in Ivory Coast and you are an Ivorian, thanks for the call and thanks for watching ABC.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, Bishop John, you were trying to say something there.
Now I'm telling that guy that, look, if he's saying that people should go to school, freedom will come. Freedom will come how? Will the children that La Republic is killing every day in Ambazonia, will they go to school? The children that La Republic, even the one that La Republic killed before they could even stop sucking the breast of their mothers, will they go to school? The ones whose homes have been destroyed, Will they go? Where would they stay and go to school? So you want other people to go to school and other people to die and remain. Look, some people are talking nonsense. They don't know. They are comparing the United States or UK to La Republique. I mean to Amazonia, where we have war. Which country was war here in the United States? People did not go to war. When there was a civil war, people were not going to school. So I don't know what people are talking about. Those are enablers saying that is Ivorian. That's a La Republique citizen who is hiding there in La Republique. Many of them, they come to America as they are running for war. They come and apply for political asylum as an Amazonian here in this America. La Republique citizen come here and lie that they're Amazonian and they take political asylum and then they turn again and turn against us. Even some stupid Amazonians have come to America on Amazonian the political asylum on the basis of the Amazonian crisis, and when they come here, they refuse us. Those are the kind of people. That's the people who have this kind of reasoning. That's him talking about you don't have no business. Let them take care of their francophone business. They have been polluted and destroyed by the French mentality, and that's what is destroying them. We will not allow that to happen in Amazonia.
All right, Bishop John, let's get the last caller here. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Ground Zero.
All right, and what is your contribution, sir?
I just wanted to react on the caller from Ivory Coast. I think it is not fair speaking from Ivory Coast to let we people of Amazonia send our children to school. Let them respect the laws of Ivorians and we respect our own laws of the country. He has no right to intervene on something that does not concern him. I think during the Maghreb War of Independence in the Republic of Cameroon, the French citizens the Francophone citizens in France were duly going to school, while the other one was suffering and fighting for the independence of the Republic of Cameroon. So let him sit there and see what Macron will come and do to them there during that time of election. So let him keep his mouth shut. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thanks for the call. Bishop John, you have anything to add there briefly?
No, the brother has said it all. Just keep their mouth shut. You see, Said Chris, we don't owe anybody an explanation. Ambazonian should stop expecting the international community to explain to us or tell us who we want and what we want. No, they cannot tell us who we are and what we want. We Ambazonians, we know who we are and we know what we want, and we are going to get it. Some people are depending somewhat on the international committee. All they want is their money. They are all hypocrites. They are all hypocrites. Even the country where I am is hypocrisy. You know, people are enslaving us. They are taking our oil, resources, our bananas, our timber, and they just want the status quo to remain like that. You know, and let us die in suffering. The United Nations, say international community. I know that sometimes we need them, but let me tell you, if we do not stand for ourselves, if we do not fight for ourselves, if we do not define ourselves, nobody is going to do that for us. So all those ambassadors standing in the fence or on the fence and talking, or standing on the other side and talking, it is about time for them to join the wagon. Let us join the train to Goya. All of us fight together.
All right, thanks, Bishop John. Let's get the very last caller here. Hello, sir. May I know where you're calling in from, please?
Yeah, I'm calling from Austria.
From Austria. All right, and what is in your mind?
Yeah, first I want to thank you guys for the great job that you guys are doing. I want to thank our Secretary of Defense that for him to really try to put all those guys in order. That they really show that what they did on the 1st of October, it was really amazing. And then also I want to also say this irrelevant activists, as you said, because he once mentioned in the show that they are not going to put any face of any fighter out, that those who came out on the 1st of October, he's not going to put out any face. But he went and posted, there was a small group that they mentioned Siseko, so he went and posted it, which means this guy is not only, I don't think it's for the struggle, he's just being greed and envy.
Of course, he is not.
Yeah, I was really happy because what I saw on the first, it really made me, yesterday I tried to pay part of my draft
Good.
Because I think you are really working. Yeah, you are really working. Then also I want to answer that guy who just called from Ivory. I think the guy don't love our children more than us.
Well, you could tell the guy is francophone with his accent. He's probably a REPUBLIQUE citizen living in Ivory Coast.
Yes, there's something. If these people can stop school because of COVID-19, you see, they value the life of their citizens. So likewise, I think Ambazonia value the life of their children. So we are not saying that our children should stop education. No, not going to school does not mean that they cannot be teaching them at home.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so if they say they should not go to school, we are trying to do this, what they call principle of higher good. Their life is more valuable than the education.
All right. Thank you for the call. You have a great day, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish we could take more calls, but unfortunately, for time constraints, we cannot take any more calls. Before I go, I would like to make this appeal to everyone out there, Ambazonians who have drafted to support this struggle, this conflict. You see, the resolve of our fighters, the restoration fighters on ground zero. The only way we will fail if we in the diaspora fail them. That means we who have drafted, who have made pledges, please, it is time for us to pay so that we can arm these guys to the teeth. I don't know, how many of them did you see carrying den guns out there yesterday, October 1st? Very, very few. I think I didn't count up to 5 den guns. I saw one with a group in Victoria, and I don't remember seeing anyone else somewhere. I think I saw one, I think maybe that was in Arabui or in Dub, but they are very, very few. They started with den guns. Now they are all graduating to AKs, everybody carrying AKs. Now the Fancies and so on, they are like our armored cars. We are doing better than we started, and I believe if these funds should come into the local governments, they will do even better. They will do even better. So please, we are pleading with you. Let's not let these guys down. Let's not let these guys down. In fact, it is their lives that are on the line. It is their lives that are on the line. Let us pay our drafts. We have so many enemies out there, the Ebony Christmas and the so-called Epom guy and the rest, who are trying all they can to see that they discourage you from redeeming your draft, your pledges. Please ignore those guys, as they have nothing. They have nothing, absolutely nothing to offer for this struggle. So please let us pay our drafts. And remember, I always like to emphasize on this. This money is not coming to the interim government. That money is going to your local government, to your county. So if you are paying your draft for Batibo or for Mogamo, it goes to Mogamo. You're paying your draft for the BLM, it goes to the BLM. You're paying your draft for Ngoketunjia, that's where it goes. You pay your draft for FACO, that is where it goes. So if your own community is letting your team, your restoration forces down, do not blame the IG, do not blame the interim government, blame yourself for not paying the draft. We here are doing everything that we can to make sure that those boys have the necessary equipment they need. I heard a group of them singing, Dr. Sako, if you provide us with the, I think they said, Bishop John, you sang that song in the forum yesterday. They said, Dr. Sako, if you provide the equipment we need, they will do what? They will...
If you provide... if you give us ammunition, we shall conquer.
Right.
Dr.
Right.
Samuel, welcome to our nation. If you give us ammunition, we shall conquer. Very nice.
All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Before I call it a day, I just like to remind you of Africa Town Hall, africatownhall.com, africatownhall.com. I will come back to you, Bishop John, before you go. I just want to remind you of africatownhall.com. That thing is growing at the speed of light, So please, if you have not yet signed in, go there and sign in. You will enjoy it. You can post your business, you can post your event, you can invite friends, you can just anything you imagine doing on Facebook, you will do it on africatownhall.com. Bishop John, before we go, let me give you the last word, sir.
Yes, let me just recap certain things and remind our restoration forces. Contracts. I had a message from the restoration forces. I've been calling that people are carrying out contracts in Ambazonia. We are not authorizing any reconstruction, any development, or anything of that sort. If you see anybody coming into your territory that they are carrying on contract, they are surely working with La République du Cameroun. No international community will come and do any contract in Ambazonia without our knowledge. Arrest them. No contracts. Now, to the restoration fighters, you begin to set those traps, put those traps that you have, set those traps all over where you live, in all the bushes, set the traps, put all those traps, those mines, they are our own mines, put them, so that when La République, they come into those mines, they are going to blame themselves. They will not blame anybody who is sending them to come and to come start coming after you. Remember, no mercy to traitors. Don't show any mercy to traitors, to blacklegs. Let me tell you, the enemy is inside the house, or the enemy that is very close to you is the most dangerous enemy. If you show them mercy, they will kill you. So that's it. So either you lost your life or you take their own. So don't show any mercy to the enemy that is near you. Kill the enemy that is closer to you first before you kill the enemy that is far away from you. Because the enemy that is closer to you is more dangerous. Take this, please. We don't fight war with mercy. We fight war based on principle. Kill or be killed. That's how it is. Kill or be killed. When you see an enemy, kill him first before they kill you. That's what it is. Listen, humanitarian organizations in Ambazonia are there to do their work. With some humanitarian organization, we call them hiring La République enablers. La République enablers. And we can any humanitarian organization in Ambazonia that shall be hire La République enabler, we have themselves to blame. And we have asked any humanitarian organization in Ambazonia, they will report to us, tell us where they are going before we allow them to go anywhere. No matter who they are, they can be United Nations, they do not have the right of way in Ambazonia. No, Ambazonia is owned by Ambazonia. Ambazonia is not owned by any international organization. So they do not own our land, and they cannot just come and walk in our land. La République cannot give them access into Ambazonia. So any humanitarian organization, any NGO on the ground must report to the interim government. They must tell us what they are going to do, how they are going to do it. Because some of these people have been hiring La République informants, CPDM informants that have been working to show where our boys are. So let the humanitarian organization hear this. We are not laughing with them. You saw a report that OCHA put out in August. And in that report, they are blaming only the Ambazonia Restoration Forces. They did not blame the number of killing that La République did in Ambazonia. They drive-by shooting. They said nothing in that report. I'm very disappointed with such organization. Nevertheless, they have their job that they are doing. But they should not take the mercy or the simplicity of Ambazonia for weakness. They should not take our simplicity for weakness. We are law-abiding people, but we cannot be reading upon like that. Let this international organization know this. Humanitarian organization, take note. You do not own Ambazonia. We own Ambazonia. Don't think that La République will give you the access to Ambazonia and you will not come to us.
All right, that is well said. That is well said, Bishop John. And I hope that these humanitarian NGOs on the ground, they are listening to you. I think OCHA, for example, we have cooperated with them ever since this conflict started, but we realize at the moment they are beginning to take sides.
You see the August report.
They are beginning to take sides and sending out very subjective reports out there. Now, this is very, very important. We are not going to tolerate any form of community schooling out there. We are not accepting or tolerating any form of security schooling out there, because we will not want a single child to be put at risk. We know what La République du Cameroun is able to do the moment they see any forces running a community school. They will come and burn down that place and shoot the children down, just so to send a message that this was done by Ambazonian restoration forces. We saw these images of this lady yesterday. We saw these images yesterday. If their language was not very clear, if their language was not so clear in that video, you know, they will say Ambazonian restoration forces are the ones doing it. But it is so clear in the video that these are La République du Cameroun thugs doing what they did to this lady. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, I want to thank you, Bishop John. I'd like to thank you for coming in with this commentary. We want to believe that everyone on Ground Zero has gotten the message. Every school, including mission schools, have to shut down. They have to shut down every school, including mission school. None will be spared. And do not take this announcement for granted. Do not take this announcement for granted. And if you are a private institution, a private school or college, please, we are asking you, do not risk your infrastructure trying to open your school for school resumption. Shut it down until there is further notice. On our part, we will continue to do everything to work with international partners to see that schools can resume. But for the moment, the La République du Cameroun wants to take the political urge over it. That is not going to happen, because their security forces are very brutal. We will not allow our kids killed because of education. So, thank you for tuning in. It was a great pleasure being with you today. Again, I am convinced we have some good connections now, looking very, very stable here today. And we look forward to bringing you the best here at ABC, including the news that is coming up very, very soon. And of course, the app, ABC app, is also being published as I speak, and it should be coming to you very, very soon. So you can watch ABC 24/7 wherever you are, especially if you are not on Ground Zero. Tomorrow we have a lineup of other shows, live shows coming up. We want you to stay glued to ABC, Amber's on television. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, africatownhall.com to sign up. God bless.
You need a financial instrument that provides a hedge against inflation, 100% guarantees that you will not lose your money, has tax-free growth and distribution, the ability to take an interest-free loan, avoids probate, provides creditor protection, guarantees your family that your income will be replaced should you die, helps you protect yourself financially against chronic, critical, and terminal illness, and of course allows you to take money anytime for any reason at any age without a tax penalty. You need only as little as $50 to invest per month. Contact Irene Fombo, tel 513-5014-177, or send an email to irenenpmsn@gmail.com.
Start a new career as a Linux system administrator with an average salary of $80,000 to $120,000 a year. Dynamic Tech Academy has transformed many lives for the better through our 6-month Linux program. We are so excited to announce that we are adding DevOps course, and Red Hat certification at no charge, which will make students more competitive. Over 80% of our students have no prior IT background, yet vast majority of alumni land jobs in 3 to 6 months after they start applying. Our ultimate goal is to reach 100% student employment, so we work with every student until he or she gets a job. Upon successful completion of the course, we will provide resume building, interview preparation, and job placement assistance. With the Linux course, you get more than 300 hours of in-depth training, and you get to learn from experienced instructors. By the end of the program, our students can be Red Hat certified if they choose. Our alumni work in companies, both government and private companies in the USA, Canada, and even Europe. Want to learn more about the program? You can contact us at info@dynamicdmv.com, or you can call us at 240-604-9505, or you can call us at 240-423-7865. And you can also visit us at www.dynamictechdmv.com. If you are interested in online classes, please register on our website. That's once again www.dynamictechdmv.com.
Instrument that provides a hedge against inflation, 100% guarantees that you will not lose your money, has tax-free growth and distribution, the ability to take an interest-free loan, avoids probate, provides creditor protection, guarantees your family that your income will be replaced should you die, helps you protect yourself financially against chronic, critical, and terminal illness, and of course allows you to take money anytime for any reason at any age without a tax penalty. You need only as little as $50 to invest per month. Contact Irene Fombo, tel 513-5014-177, or send an email to irenenpmsn@gmail.com.
Écoutez ma chanson.
Allez, le musique est le défenseur de l'unité. C'est Chamasayo qui est bon. Toujours bon, tout à l'heure. Tout le monde est dans les canaux.
bombo.
Gladia.
Wambo bombo. Tatana bana bombo.